You've done this before. You apply to 100 jobs. You hear back from 3. Not rejections. Nothing. Silence. And you start to believe the story that nobody wants to hire you. In most cases, no one ever saw your resume. Before a human being reads a single word you wrote, a piece of software called an applicant tracking system already decided whether you're allowed to exist in that pile. It scans your resume for exact keyword matches, formatting it can parse, and phrasing that mirrors the job posting. Get any of that wrong, and you're deleted before a person ever opens the file. That's not a conspiracy. That's just how the math works. When one job posting gets thousands of applicants and one recruiter has 20 minutes a day. But here's the part getting buried. This system wasn't built to find the best person for the job. It was built to make an impossible pile of resumes smaller, as cheaply as possible. And it does that job well. The problem is, cheaper isn't the same as better. Companies built this filter to save money on hiring. Now that same filter is quietly costing them more than it ever saved. Mishires, the wrong person getting through a broken screen, are now ranked as a bigger threat to a company's survival than running out of cash. Read that again. The system built to protect the business from a resume flood is now one of the reasons businesses fail. Here's why the math breaks so badly. A filter tuned to reward exact keyword matches doesn't select for competence. It selects for whoever happens to phrase their experience the way the job posting is phrased. That means genuinely unqualified candidates who mirror the listing's language get pushed through, while genuinely qualified candidates who describe the same skill in different words get deleted. The system isn't neutral. It's optimizing for the wrong signal, at scale, thousands of times a day. And every mishire that slips through costs the company months of lost productivity, a second search to replace them, and a role that sat unfilled while a better candidate got rejected in 6 seconds by the same broken filter. That's not one company's bad luck. That's a structural cost, repeating across the entire hiring market every single day. Same filter, completely different outcome than the one it was sold on. So if you've been rejected in 6 seconds by something that never read your resume as a person would, that's not a verdict on your ability. That's a translation failure. You didn't fail to qualify. You failed to speak the one dialect a machine was trained to reward. The fix isn't becoming more impressive. It's learning to write for the reader that actually opens the file first. That means mirroring the exact keywords in the job posting, not synonyms. It means simple formatting the system can actually parse, not a design template that looks impressive to a human and reads as blank space to a machine. It means naming the tools and skills, the listing names, in the same words, even when your version sounds better to you. None of that changes what you can do. It changes whether the first reader, the one that isn't human, ever lets a person find out. Because right now, that reader isn't human, and pretending otherwise is the reason your resume never leaves the pile.